panels are in landscape or portrait, and a couple other items. Okay. So I think we're pretty much done with this page, and let's assume flash fit. Flash fit is the combined lag bolt, flashing, and what else? And L fit. Yes, those three together. Okay. All right. Going on to the next one. Let's assume stock lengths, and definitely go integrated. This is the integrated grounding, and it automatically comes with T-bolts. You can't unselect that. Let's assume wire clips and end caps. These aren't obligatory, but I found it's usually better to spec them at the beginning, and if the installer doesn't want them, then he or she will ask you to remove them. But it's usually better to spec too many things and have that removed by the installer rather than spec too few things and not ship items that the installer wanted and that they end up needing. And let's assume mill. Black is available for all the different items, but you generally don't need black, and especially if you do black, like for a black framed. Oh, is this a black frame panel? Yes, it is. The Canadian 255 is a black frame panel, so in that case, I would recommend speccing black clamps. It's one thing you kind of just need to remember. Whenever you're speccing, you have black frame panels, it just makes sense aesthetically to have black clamps. Black clamps are the most visible racking material on the array. The rails and the flash feet, except for the very first row, and even then they're still pretty much obscured by the panels. Except for that very first row, all the rails and the flash feet. The flash feet is obscured by the shingles, and the rails are obscured by the panels. So other than that lowest row that will be visible from street level, and even then not very much. It's usually not necessary to have all black items, except in the case of black frame panels, it does make sense to use black frame or black clamps. So all Canadian panels these days, at least the 60 cell ones, are black framed. So let's go ahead and put the black clamps. It's not the end of the world if you put in silver clamps, but it looks better, and your installer will appreciate if you remember to do that. So yeah, so make a point. Black frame panels get black clamps just automatically. They're usually pretty easily essentially as easily sourced as the silver clamps, and they're either going to be the same or a slightly more expensive cost. Okay, so now we're ready for the quotation. And here we are. So, and we have the whole bill of materials for our 10 Canadian solar 255 panels in portrait. And now we have the bill of materials, and let's go put it into Drupal. Alright, thanks.